And just thinking about the future, you and I were talking about this earlier. What are some of the other marketing services that you think, never really come up under scrutiny from an in-housing perspective, and also could be part of the future of in-housing for marketeers?
Yeah, well, that's my background many years ago, and when I had a bit of hair left, was started agency side, but integrated PR stuff, and then specialised in PR through the years. So got into E.ON there, and it's the in-housing debate's interesting to me in that we talk about particular specialisms seem to come under the microscope for shouldn't you in-house, but there's other disciplines that you already have in-housed, and either you don't get the credit for being on trend and in-housing, or else indeed you don't get the pressure for putting out. And if I think about PR support, I was in-house PR guy for E.ON for years. And actually, it goes the other way. You would have conversations, and then say my nose would be out of joint because chief exec or whatever would go, should we get some outside counsel, Scott? Which I think obviously reflects on my abilities as much as anything else. But that was weird. Whereas on the advertising side, if I put it that way, it's the complete opposite pressure. And I think there's a job for all of us as marketeers to do. I think to try and get the conversation back to what's the right work, because the answer is probably get some outside counsel and your business well. So that blend, as we've got now, is good. But it's interesting. I guess it's the size of the invoice, to be honest, at the end of the day. And we're doing a lot of work, and again, lots of certainly brand people in-house will know this, just trying to somehow make sure that we are educating, sounds arrogant, doesn't it, but educating our business in the right way to, I guess, decouple what's spent on media versus, and I don't mean production actually, but the other marketing services. And I think there's a bit on the advertising side of the fence, because it's bigger numbers, that's where it's looked. But at the end of the day, is the work better for how it's being produced? And it shouldn't matter where you're sat at, what desk or what business card you're carrying, does that work? And that's where we should get to. So it's been interesting, I think, to see it, but I think ultimately it's really shallow, isn't it? It boils down to the size of the invoice as to where the spotlight goes.